This video is going to talk about sequences. Sequences have to do with patterns, and you often encounter patterns in sequences of numbers in your daily lives. For example, 60, 50, 40, 30 is a pattern. It's going down by the same amount every time. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at these two pairs of numbers, and we're going to find the difference between the pairs of numbers. So, if we look at 11 to 14, how much is it changing to go from 11 to 14? Well, it's changing by 3. How much is it changing to go from 23 to 29? Well, if you're not sure how to do that off the top of your head, go ahead and show your work. 29 minus 23, 9, 8, 7, that's going to be 6. How much is it changing to go from 72 to 76? That's changing by 4. From 43 to 52 is going to be changing by 9. So if we're asked to extend a sequence up to so many terms, the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out the gap between pairs of numbers. So if we see from 3 to 8 to 13, we can see that that's changing by 5 each time. These are the terms, the 3, the 8, the 13, and then the 3 blanks that we have. The next thing is to look at the last number in the sequence with your fist closed, so they're doing if you're counting on your hand. However, when we go from 13, we're going to go ahead and add 5, and we're going to get to 18. To get to the next term, we're going to go ahead and add 5 again, excuse me, to get to 23. And then we're going to add 5 again to get to 28. And you can see how they continue adding terms and they get the same thing. So if we were to look at what the next number would be here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first thing we look at is how much is each term changing by, and then we're going to go ahead and make that adjustment for the next one. So, for example, in here, it's changing by 1 every time. So the next time it's also going to change by 1, and our next number is going to be 6. Over here, the next number in this sequence, these numbers are changing by 2s. So we're going to want to go ahead and show that they're changing by 2s, so that our next number is going to be 10. So we have these 4 terms here. 2 is the first term. This is term number 1. 5 is the second term. 8 is the third term. It says what position in the sequence it is. So if we were to look for the 5th term here, we would look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we would look to extend this. So if we're looking at this, we want to figure out how is it changing from 2 to 5 to 8 to 11. So from 2 to 5 is changing by 3. From 5 to 8 is changing by 3. It's going up. From 8 to 11, also changing by 3. So our 5th term over here, term number 5, is going to be 14. So then we have Sam, and Sam wants to buy a basketball. He saves $8 during the first month and $3 in each month that follows. We want to know how much does Sam have after 2 months. So the first thing that we know is month number 1, Sam saves $8. $3 in each month that follows. Here's where I'm looking. So what we're looking for is how much does Sam have after 2 months? Well, here's 1 month, and here's 2 months. And we know that Sam saves an extra $3, which means that Sam's going to have $11. And we could continue this, and we could see how much Sam has after 5 months. We would just keep adding that same 3. That is sometimes written nicely and sometimes not. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sam would have $20 after 5 months. They want us to go to 8 months. Go ahead and give that a shot. Pause the video and then come back. Welcome back. So let's see how much Sam has after 8 months. So this is month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know I'm going to be adding 3 every time. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. After 8 months, Sam will have $29. Go ahead and try extending these patterns on your own. Pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go ahead and take a look. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and extend these patterns. So from 4 to 7, how much is that changing by? That's going to be 7. 4 to 7, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 7, 6, 5, 4. That's changing by 3. Let's confirm it's changing by 3 in the next pattern to make sure it actually is a pattern. That's also changing by 3. Let's do it the next one. Fantastic. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. Let's go ahead and do the next one. 2 to 8 to 14 to 20. Well, 8 minus 2 is 6. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's also 6. That's also 6. We're going to keep adding 6. So we're going to go to 26. And then add another. Ooh, I should probably do this work off to the side. 26 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 12. That's going to be 32. More patterns. Go ahead and give these a shot. Pause the video and then come back. Welcome back. From 5 to 13, that's going to go ahead and change by, well, 5, 13, it's probably going to be 8. 13 and 21, also 8. 21 to 29, that's the easy one. 29, 9 minus 1, we can do that. That's definitely 8. So now we're going to do 29 plus 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. So we're going to be at 37. 37 plus 8 is going to do my work off to the side. 7 plus 8 is 15. That's going to be 45. The next one, 8 to 19. Ooh, 19 minus 8 is 11. 19, oh, that's also 11. Hey, look at that. 41, 52, 63. So let's talk about Jenny, who gets a monthly allowance of $20. After the first week, she has $16 left. After the second week, she has $12. And after the third week, she has $8. If the pattern continues, how much will she have after the first week? Let's go ahead and look at this. Jenny starts off with $20. After the first week, she has 16 left. So this is after the first week. After the second week, she has 12. And after the third week, she has 8. How much will she have after the fourth week? So I want to know 4. 20 from 16, that's 4. So it looks like it's going down by 4 every time. Go ahead and put this up here so that we can see how much it's changing by, which means that after the fourth week, she will have $4. Decreasing sequences, the same thing as what we've been doing, but now with subtraction. Go ahead and subtract the number in the circle from the number beside it. 13 minus 2, 11. 12 minus 6, 6. 11 minus 8, 3. 9 minus 5, 4. Go ahead and fill in the missing numbers. What is 4 less than 37? go ahead and give this a shot. Pause the video, come back, and we'll talk about it. Welcome back. So when we're asking for what is 4 less than 37, we need to know, 4 less than 37. So I take 37 and I want 4 less than that, and that's going to be 33. 33 is 4 less than 37. Go ahead and figure out the next one on your own, pause the video, and come back. Welcome back. What is 5 less than 32? Well, 32, take away 5, well, that's going to be 27. 27 is 5 less than 32. So now you want to figure out here, from 14 to 11, what's the difference between 14 and 11? 3 is the difference between 14 and 11. They want us to find the next 3 numbers, but the way I've written that, it looks like we're adding. So what I want to do when I'm making adjustments is the same thing that they did up here, is make sure I include my subtraction sign. Because right now, the way I've written it, it looks like we're going to be adding. And we are actually going to be subtracting. That's supposed to be a 3. Okay, so 11 minus 3 is going to be 8. 8 minus 3 is going to be 5, and 5 minus 3 is 2. Go ahead and extend each of these decreasing sequences, and we'll talk about it when you come back. Welcome back. 21 minus 19 is 2, so it's changing by minus 2. 19 is 7, that's also minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2, 15, 13. You know, I almost said, let me know if I'm going too fast, and then I realized that you can't because this is a recording. But what you can do is you can go back, if I'm going a little bit fast for you, go back and listen again, or rewind a little bit so that you can see exactly how this is done. 34 minus 31, well, that's going to be minus 3. That's changing by going down 3 every time. So let's go ahead and put down 3. 28, that's going to be 25. 22, 19. 48 minus 41 means that we're going down by 47. Or down by 7. Subtract 7 every time. 20. And then 20 minus 7 is 13. We also have some bonuses here. 153. Oh my goodness, those are big numbers. But if you look at it, if you take out the hundreds, it's the same thing. 53 minus 51. We can do that. That's 2. That's not... Don't let that scare you, kids. Whoops, that looks like I'm multiplying by 2. Make sure you have a nice subtraction sign. You know, when you can't write on your screen. That's 2 dots. That's not a subtraction sign. All right. So when we're subtracting 2 each time, this is going to be 145, 142. And then we have this big number over here, 655, 647. Well, 5 minus 7, I can't do that, so I have to borrow from the 5, make it a 4. 15 minus 7, 15. Ooh, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So these are going down by 8 every time. I'm going to go ahead and double check that because that was kind of a big number, and I want to make absolutely sure that I am getting my math right. And it never hurts to do a double check. 7 minus 9, can't do that. Borrow from the 4. 17 minus, ooh, that's 8. Cool, I'm getting it right. Another check, 9 minus 1, fantastic. Now I have to subtract 8 from these, so I have 631 minus 8. Let's go ahead and do our borrowing. It's going to be 613, except I borrowed wrong because we're here. Let's see if this works. That does not work. Kids, heads up, the eraser does not work on this. That's good to know. So this is going to end up with 623 over this pen, but that's okay. And then we're going to do 623 minus 8. $615. So we have a newborn saltwater crocodile called Salty, about 25 centimeters long. It grows 5 centimeters each month during the first 4 months. How long is a 2-month-old Salty? Please remember, names should be capitalized. So Salty starts off at 25 centimeters. It grows 2 centimeters each month during the first 4 months. So during the first month, during month number 1, Salty's going to grow 5 centimeters. So 25 plus 5 is 30. During the second month, it'll be another 5, which is going to be 35. During the third month and the fourth month, it didn't ask about that yet, and we're going to pretend like we can't see this down here. But for right now, after the second month, Salty will be 35 centimeters long. During the fourth month, we're going to continue to extend that sequence. So we're going to go 35 plus 5 is 40, plus another 5 is 45. So Salty will be 45 centimeters long. If Salty is 40 centimeters long, how old is it? Well, we're going to find 40 on here, and we're going to see that's going to be 3 months. A 14-year-old Tyrannosaurus Rex is 300 centimeters long and grows 14 centimeters every month. How long is it at the age of 14 years, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 15 years? So 15 years is the same thing as saying 14 years, 12 months, which you'll know if you talk to anyone who's ever had a baby, and they talk about, oh, look at my little 16-month-old. That means that they're a year and 4 months. So let's go ahead and let's take this one question at a time. 14-year-old T-Rex is 300, so we start off at 300, and we're going to grow 14 centimeters every month. How much will it be after 1 month? Correct. So when we add in that 14, it's going to be 314. I'm going to let you go ahead and continue that pattern. Just kidding. So we're going to go ahead and continue to figure out at the end of 2 months, which is when we're going to add another 14, which is going to be 328. And then to get all the way to 6 months, we're going to go ahead and continue the pattern, even when we don't have room on our paper, because you have room on your paper or whiteboard or whatever it is that you're working on, because you can go ahead and get a new piece of paper without running out of room. So 328 plus 14 is going to be, see kids, I would go ahead and put the answers on here, except I don't see the pause recording option. And normally it's there, and it's not, which is why I went to go ahead. So we're going to go ahead and add another 342. And we would continue to go up to 6 months and then to 12 months. That is after 3 months. A newborn blue whale calf weighs 2,700 kilograms. Each hour, it gains 4 kilograms. That is a lot of gain. It's almost like whales weigh a lot. We want to know how much does a 2-hour whale calf weigh. So we are at 27. Nope, don't like that either. 2700 after 0 hours. After 1 hour, it's 2702. Nope, 2704. See, that's what happens when you don't read carefully. Every hour it gains 4 kilograms. That's why I like to underline things, but then you get that thing. We don't like that thing. And then we're going to go ahead after 2 hours. It's going to be 2708. figure out how much it weighs after 4 hours, we go ahead and continue the pattern until we get 2, 7, 12. I'm going to let you go ahead and figure that one out on your own. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day.